Use headphones for best experience.
What if a child dreamed of becoming something other than what society had intended? These words, spoken by Kal-El, Superman's father, echo a question at the heart of Superman's legend. Can we transcend the limits and expectations placed upon us? For nearly 85 years, Superman has been dreaming beyond society's intentions, reinventing himself for each new generation. Superman's very name, Kal-El, hints at his dual nature. In Hebrew, El means of God, signifying the godlike power he carries. Yet this godlike being was raised by humble farmers in Kansas, instilled with down-to-earth values and a profoundly human heart. The baby who crash-landed from the stars could have been treated as an alien outsider or a weapon. But instead, the Kents taught him compassion, kindness, and the belief that he could choose his own destiny. In a way, Kal-El truly became the child who aspired to something greater than what any society, everything beyond Krypton or Earth, might have dictated. His story is the ultimate immigrant tale, arriving with the name of a god, but learning to be human. Superman's origin has been reshaped with nearly every new era of DC storytelling. It all began in 1938, when Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster introduced him in Action Comics #1, with a rocket crashing to Earth and an alien child raised by the Kents. The 1961 tale in Superman #146 by Otto Binder expanded the mythos, giving us a Silver Age Kal-El who operated as Superboy and even remembered Krypton. Then in 1979, Action Comics #500 by Martin Pasco and Kurt Swan wove those threads into a sweeping life story, from Krypton to Smallville to Metropolis. After Crisis on Infinite Earths, the slate was wiped clean in 1986 with the Man of Steel miniseries by John Byrne. This reboot eliminated Superboy from continuity, reimagined Krypton as a cold, clinical world, and grounded Clark's journey in a more human, relatable framework. Fast forward to the early 2000s, Birthright by Mark Waid and Lainil Yu offered a modern, millennial Kal-El, a young man traveling the world, discovering his heritage and embracing the S as a symbol of hope from his lost world. Then came Secret Origin in 2009, written by Jeff Johns with art by Gary Frank, which brought back Superboy, the Legion of Superheroes, and a heartfelt connection to Clark's youthful heroism, blending nostalgia with clarity. The New 52 in 2011 introduced another bold shift. In Action Comics Volume 2 by Grant Morrison, Superman was reimagined as a younger, rawer hero in jeans and a cape, a social crusader at odds with a cynical world. But in 2017, Superman Reborn by Dan Jurgens and Peter Tomasi merged the pre-Flashpoint and New 52 versions into one unified Superman, blending past and present into a single heroic legacy. And finally, in Doomsday Clock 2019, Jeff Johns revealed that all these versions weren't contradictions. They were the multiverse's way of realigning itself around its brightest constant. Superman's ever-changing origin wasn't chaos, it was evolution. It was hope, adjusting to every age. Each reboot asked, who is Superman for this era? A crusading strongman for the Depression, a space-age savior, a modern minimalist hero, or a symbol of hope bridging two worlds? Through it all, certain constants remain. Krypton falls, the Kents guide, Clark becomes Superman. The details may shift, but the essence of hope and heroism endures. It's as if the universe of DC Comics is saying, no matter how you change the story, Superman will always emerge to inspire us. This became startlingly literal in the Doomsday Clock storyline. There, an outside force, Dr. Manhattan, manipulates history, removing Superman from key moments and watches as the timeline reshapes around his absence. He witnesses Superman's first appearance shift from 1938 to 1956 to 1986 to 2011 and beyond, each time triggering a new crisis. The rocket's landing point on Earth keeps changing. Smallville in one version, Metropolis outskirts in another, reflecting how the universe desperately adapts itself around his presence. And with every shift, Dr. Manhattan sees a future of endless crises, signaling that Earth will always face darkness, but that Superman's arrival is inevitable. Superman is the constant reboot, the antidote the universe creates to course-correct its own infection. His origin, whether in 1938 or 2011, whether he is raised by parents who lived or died, becomes the anchor of the DC universe. He is described as its center, its primary antibody fighting off existential collapse. If the DC universe is a body, Superman is both its heart and immune system. When evil or despair infects the world, the universe generates a Superman to set things right, to heal it. A rocket from a destroyed planet, a shot in the dark that always hits the target. In one poignant moment from Doomsday Clock, Dr. Manhattan realizes that no matter what he changes, Superman's hope undoes the damage. His final act is one of faith. He restores what was missing. He ensures Jonathan and Martha Kent survive, giving Clark the full measure of human love and guidance, and even a joyful youth as Superboy. Why? Because those human connections are Superman's true source of strength, his heart. With his parents by his side in the memory of saving them, Superman carries an unwavering light into adulthood. It's a beautiful notion. Even a cynical cosmic being learned that hope is stronger than despair. Superman, in every timeline, becomes the embodiment of hope. Today, as we celebrate Superman Day, we're not just honoring one man or one origin story. We're celebrating an ever-evolving myth. A myth that says a child can become something greater than society's expectations. Krypton's last son, named for God, is the most human of us all. He has been rebooted, reinterpreted, and reborn countless times, but through each change, he remains Superman, the constant friend who will always be there for us. As Clark Kent himself once said, his symbol stands for hope. In the darkest times, across infinite universes, he is our lifeline. He is the light that never fades, the hero who shows us that within each of us lies the capacity for good. Just as the sun rises every day, Superman always returns, flying toward tomorrow with a red cape and a smile, reminding us to keep dreaming of something greater. As Jor-El said, "One day they will join you in the sun, Kal. One day we will all join you in the sun." Have a great Superman Day, everyone, as every day is his day.